Stadio, and we make a software product for that makes it its intention is to make it very easy for any size business to get up and running quickly with a very sophisticated Wi-Fi portal. So what is a Wi-Fi portal? I don't know if you log into the guest Wi-Fi here across campus. They have a what I would qualify as an okay Wi-Fi portal. But a Wi-Fi portal is actually a combination of technologies which is really out of the reach of your average business to assemble together in any kind of way that is going to deliver real business value. And our goal is to try to make it much easier and much more accessible for any scale business at a variety of different price points with no technical resources available to them to get up and running with the Wi-Fi portal that will enable data mining of customers, new advertising opportunities, and the ability to engage with real-world patrons in ways that we'd probably like to do, but maybe are not maximizing on currently. So I'm going to do something a little tricky here, which is try to demo, hold this microphone, and talk at the same time. So rather than going through the rest of the slide deck, I'm just going to do something a little different and show you a little bit of a product demo, which is how you go about making one of these Wi-Fi portals and what types of data you can get out of it and what the opportunities are with it. So what you're looking at here is a sample portal page that I've created through our SaaS application. And you can see these modules down here represent different core nuggets of functionality that you might want to compose your application or your login flow out of. What you're seeing over here on the right-hand side is a preview of your login window, and our initial button, which is just a login with Facebook functionality. So one of the core features of our application is that rather than asking people for a password to log into Wi-Fi or charging them $10 for like 15 minutes or an hour of access, we're asking people to log in or authenticate with the network using their social media profile. So tell us who you are, and we'll give you access to the data network. So it's kind of a data for data type of exchange. So I'm going to go in and kind of build this portal page for you. So it's fairly straightforward. You can see that there's sort of what you see is what you get style interface, right, for uploading content, much like you see in a regular blog. And I very conveniently happen to have some appropriate images for a Santa Monica New Tech Wi-Fi portal. So you can see that as I upload these graphics, that you're getting a preview of the content on the right-hand side. This is all real-time and is reflective of what you would actually see if you load this up on a device. And so that's essentially it. You can actually interact with this preview window. And when I click that login button, it's authenticating me with Facebook or any other OAuth 2 enabled social media service like Twitter or LinkedIn or what have you. And it's actually, if I connect the next page here correctly, this login will redirect me to the next module of our application, which I've made a full page ad for Cross Campus here, our sponsor, Cross Campus. Thank you. So you can see that you can, again, edit the content of this full screen ad with the URL that it links to if you click on this image. And the graphic itself through this very simple interface, along with the next page that we would click through. So just a short circuit here. The entire purpose is to make it very easy for a non-technical user to create a highly branded, customized login flow without having to be an engineer, or software developer, or network technician. So actually, I would just encourage you all. I've connected our custom domain name module to this particular application. So if you want, imagine if you had connected to the Wi-Fi here at this venue, the first page that you'd be seeing would be this, and you would not be able to get to the rest of the internet prior to authentication. communicating with this mechanism. So if you want to load up smnt.stad.io in your phone right now, you will see this exact same login flow. You can go through it yourself, but imagine that the reason you'd be connecting to it is because we were here trying to get online. And I will just very quickly take you through some of the rest of the features and kind of out-of-the-box functionality that we have baked into this platform. So you can see here our login page that we just created, our full screen ad, which if I click on here, will take us to the cross-campus website if you want to learn more about the sponsor here. We have a full screen video ad, which is basically just a video URL that's embedded in this case. So it's a great way to showcase content of captive audience. Skip past that, you can see that Wi-Fi is actually a great way to engage your real-world patrons with the native apps that you want them to be using. So if you're going for a stickier type of experience or a repeat engagement type of experience, obviously Wi-Fi is not necessarily going to provide that because people are not constantly in your venue, but it is a great way to onboard them into the applications that are going to be driving that continued interaction. So if you want to chat about, say, a new tech on Secret or Twitter or whatever, again, it's very easy to simply plug in, if you can see down here, 2 different URLs for the App Store, and users are effectively 1 click away from downloading whatever app it is that you would like them to download, which is much more effective than putting up a billboard or telling someone to go download an app. The compliance on that, you can ask anyone who's tried it, it's terrible. Another functionality that we'll offer out of the box is the ability to subscribe to newsletters. A lot of brick-and-mortar businesses would drive more engagement from their patrons by subscribing to things like email campaigns. Obviously, a big part of your customer database. Right now, the process for doing that is quite manual. I don't know if anyone went through the registration flow here, but literally a manual process. This is a 1-click functionality. Because you've already registered with the network using your social media profile, you can now 1-click subscribe to any kind of email list that you're interested in, or that the provider is interested in. So no going out and filling out a bunch of form fields or whatever. Again, it has poor compliance and a lot of data quality problems. And the final step of this, which doesn't work in the emulator, which you can see from the redirect module here. And if you load this up on your phone, it'll work just fine. It's just a redirect to the Santa Monica new tech URL. So really the whole purpose is to create a series of jumping off points for people who are engaging with your space and giving them a lot of different ways to connect with your venue, business, what have you, that are relevant. So I just want to get to one last piece here real quick, because that's all well and good, but it's all about making money, right? So it's the analytics that we are providing, and I think one of the biggest differences between our companies and other companies that are out in this kind of Wi-Fi, data mining, analytics, access point space, is that our focus is really on the user more than the device. What you see in a typical access point management environment is, was it an Android device or an iOS device, or what kind of browser are they using, or what kind of bandwidth do they connect, use up, or what kinds of websites do they go to, that really actually don't tell you very much about the person behind the device. Name, demographics, contact information, how often they've been there, how important a person is this to your business. And so our solution is very much more marketing and business oriented than most of the access point solutions that you would find on the market, which are typically more IT oriented. So here, for example, you'll just see in our demo application, these are the people who've logged into the system. So I'm obviously a top user with almost 400 logins. And you can see that we put a little star next to my name saying that I logged in 2+ times or 10+ times. And it's possible to script interactions with users in automated ways based off of how much they engage with your particular business. So just really quickly, I'm going to show a couple of views before we come down on this data. This is a particularly fun one. It looks a lot better with more data, but you can see that we've actually scaled our user profiles based off of the amount of engagement that a user has. So you see that my photo here, that must be the biggest, because I'm the one who logs into the system the most. So for a business owner who's trying to run a report, such as who's the most important customer in my business right now, quickly, visually come in and do that, see who's there, why they're important, and get in touch with that person through
Okay.
yeah, sorry. Just one last slide. So we are a subscription-based service with price points for any scale business. We offer a $30 a month subscription for coffee shops, bars, restaurants with a piece of hardware that is very inexpensive. We'll get you up and running and completely plug and play there with the platform. We also provide hardware and software solutions for medium, large, and if you happen to be an ISP or AT&T or Verizon, my phone number, please call me. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we'll take only 2 questions. First question? Any question? Okay.